so much for coming to see us here at Money 2020. Where is Starling at the moment?
Starling really stands for kind of financial health. We want to build the best current account in the world.
Yes.
And the thing that I think is most relevant that I've heard this week are really APIs and how our current account sits in the kind of center of an ecosystem of different financial services products. And, we want to kind of build the best current account with the best user interface in a way that we can be neutral. And use data and the connections between these different apps to provide a really fair and transparent experience for customers. Starling take a very progressive approach to open APIs. We really embrace this. It's not something that we're forced to do by the regulator. We really thoroughly believe it's the right thing to do for customers. So we launched our APIs in April this year, and some of the other banks are still not wanting to launch them. We're kind of the good kid in the class who's already kind of put their hands up and says, I've already finished my
And why is that?
homework. I think it's really we thoroughly believe in the principles of financial health and transparency and openness, and APIs are kind of a mechanism to create that environment. And so it's really just a real core part of what we do at Starling, and our approach is just that we actually want to do these things. And so when we want to do something, and we've got a great team that are good at delivering on the things that we think are important, so we just delivered them early, and we don't need to have hypothetical discussions about what's going to happen in this kind of API environment. We actually can learn from what's happening inside our app. So we have a number of partners externally who are building apps and services in a very secure way on top of our APIs. And we're learning about how customers interact with this and kind of how they read the information about what data they're sharing and things like that. So we can actually get feedback on real life examples.
And so you welcome a move like PSD2?
Definitely. The spirit of the things that the European and the UK regulators are trying to do are to improve competition so that we improve customer experiences. And essentially that's really why Starling started. There are a bunch of people who are really passionate about helping people with their money. And so these kind of regulations are something that kind of forces the larger, more traditional banks to adopt the more customer-first approach. This is just something that we do naturally anyway. So, we welcome the spirit and the sentiment put in place by the regulator, and we kind of welcome the competition as well. So I think the net impact of all of this stuff is it's going to be a really great impact for customers. Essentially, they're going to have a much better experience than they've been used to in the past.
Do you think next year is going to be the year when the mobile wallet really becomes mainstream?
Really, it's about customer expectations of being able to use their money exactly when and where and how they want to.
Yeah.
And so, similar to the selection point with the marketplace, there's a huge variety of different ways that people can use their money as well now. And so, Apple Pay and Android Pay are some of the obvious ones. Slight plug for launching Fitbit Pay with Starling Bank today.
Okay.
This is actually just another one of the things that we're innovating on and launching.
Brilliant. Ben, thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much.